Alright guys, so I'll show how this works, and then anyone here who wants to ask questions can ask questions. So we've got a 9.4 box here resed out, which you can get as a redelivery. I'll probably push it out here when I get done with this video. So click the box to open it, and it will come with the 9.3 box scripts for update, the 9.4 box script updates, because we may need to do them depending on what version your scripts are. But you have to have 9.3 box scripts done before you can do 9.4. Because of the way I changed how the box script updates work, you will need to have 9.3 done so 9.4 works properly. And then there's the 9.4 update crystal, which you can do as soon as you get your sorters to version 8.91. So I got my sorter here at 8.0, so we can go from the very beginning. Since it's below 9.0 with this most recent box, you'll res out the 9.0 if older than 9.0 box. Touch it, and you'll get another folder, which I'll just move it to this one. That folder has the 8.91 sorter and the 9.0 box scripts. You can just delete the 9.0 box scripts. We won't need that. So you'll res out your 8.91 sorter update. And again, this is only if you're at 8.0. If you're already at 9.0 or higher, ignore this part, but I'm just going from the most recent update before this mess to now to show you how it all works. So you'll click on the 8.91, click on that, go admin, and then update. This will do the main scripts and get them ready for being able to do mass updating. This shouldn't take too long. Yes, and yes. So it's now 8.91. Now we will go ahead, and at this point, you can run your 9.4 update crystal. If you're any version 8.91 or higher on your sorters, you can just go ahead and res out your 9.4 update crystal. It'll be the black one. Click it, and it'll check for sorters. I should only have the one sorter that needs it because I've already done everything else for testing. So it'll do this one really quick. It's doing the stash blocker names back up, so it's done sorting or updating basically. Except the two link permissions. The crystal will take a second, and then it's told me it's updated. It's done. It'll do all your sorters, and when it gets done, it comes back to you like that. Go ahead and click and hold on it, and it'll poof. That's all you need to do from, as long as you're 8.1 or high, 8.91 or higher. That's all you have to do for the main scripting. Now, for box scripts, there's a couple things you need to check. If you edit linked, and you can just pick your, lowest count box to make it quicker. If your sorter inventory handler single script has a version number on it, you are going to need to do your 9.3 update first. So as you can see, these all say 9.0. So that's too old. Yours might say 7.5, something like that. If they have a version at the end, you need to do 9.3 box script. So res out 9.3 box script. You'll need to do this individually for every sorter. Click it, menu, admin, and in the most recent update, you now see update and load. And it tells you in the menu, use load for relay loaders and update for box scripts. Well, this is a box script update, so I will hit update and it will start. You shouldn't get any errors here, but if you do get any errors that it says it can't find box script, then just ignore them until we get to the next part. So this shouldn't give you errors. If it does, it just means that somehow they got deleted in your last update process. So just let it run. Hey, Callie. Alrighty. Now this will take a little bit, but it's a lot faster than it was before. So I'll just let this run. I'm sorry, this part will be pretty boring, but I'm just gonna show it all. That way we make sure you guys can see it and get it done. All right, it's getting close to being done. It's got 10 left. And this should be, like I say, this one should be a lot faster than the last one for you because it only checks each box once, and then the next one should be even a little bit faster because it just goes through and sends to every box. It doesn't even do a wait or anything. So and I don't know if I need to say this, but don't touch the sorters during their update processes. I don't know if that stuff people's doing that's messing it up, but just leave it alone and let it complete its process, because when it gets done with the process, it should be totally back to normal. So when it gets done with the last box script here, it'll go through quickly, it'll delete itself, and it'll do an arrange. And after the arrange, your numbers should all be back to normal, and your sorter should be good to go. Now that was the 9.3. Now we're going to have to do the 9.4 to fix some of the resing issues with the box-up box. I redid the code again, went over it, added in some double checks on it, and everything was working fine for me. It was working fine from just been updated. New boxes coming out were fine. So this 9.4, I should not have any problems. So as we can see, this inventory single handler, or inventory handler single, now has no version number, like I said before. By doing that, I can just override the script and make it update faster. So I added in a script version checking system. So if you're ever wondering if your box scripts need updated, especially after you do a main prim update, you just click the menu, you go admin, you see version check right here. You click that, and it'll check if any of the scripts are lower, as long as they're 9.0, or 9.3 or higher. If any of them are lower than what the main scripts say it should be, it's going to report that box scripts needed updating. If you click it and it says nothing, you're fine. So from here, we will go ahead and do the 9.4 update. It's going to be the exact same boring thing. You res it out, you click it, you go menu, admin, and again, you use the update feature. I added in load for relay loaders, and it tells you up here to use load for relay loaders and update for box script updates only. Because once you click this update, whether or not there's an update crystal there, it's going to delete all your box-up boxes in your sorters. So don't click that unless you are actually doing a box update and the crystal is waiting for you. If you click it and the crystal's not there, you can lose all your box ups and you're going to get errors when you try to box up. And then you'll have to do the last box update to get them back, and you're going to get a bunch of errors saying, oh, I can't find the box scripts. So we will go ahead and do that menu, admin, update. It's going to kick, and if we look, you can see they've already deleted out their box ups. They're all gone. So that way it can just directly just send the stuff over, and it should go a lot faster. So, yep, we'll just let that run. Like I say, it's going, it should be a lot faster. At least, maybe not a lot faster, but faster than the last one. So, at least to me, it feels like it goes a lot faster because just 23, 24, 25, 26, I mean, see, it's already close to done. So, see, so this is a lot faster now. So if we ever have to do them again, this will go through much faster, much smoother. So the only thing you have to do is remember not to click that update button unless you've got Crystal waiting for the box script updates. I've put a thing in the window that tells you that. So as long as you're paying attention, you should be good. And when I do any updates from now on to the items with the box with the relays, I'll have them change to say hit load, not update. But for existing ones, you're going to have to remember. All right, so that one's done, doing its arrange and doing its count. So now if I pick one, we'll pick the Elijah here. Gonna box up one, submit, kicks it out, boxes it up. Go ahead and remove that box. Then with this newest versions too, what's cool is if you've removed a box, if you click sort, it'll automatically do an arrange because it needs to do that to get it right. And then it'll check, it'll say nothing to sort. So then I can send this back. So menu, UUID, copy it, click other, paste, hit sort, makes a box, LinkedIn, arranging, sorting, done sorting, menu, box up, one, submit. So just know that there could be a slight delay because its process has processed to listen. If there's other stuff coming through, it could take a second. But it boxed up with both from a fresh update and a new box was made. So there should not be any more issues with that. Menu, other, paste. Same with if you click the unsorted to dump it, it worked just fine. So put that back in and sort. So that there should be no more problems with that as long as you make sure you follow those steps. Again, quick overview, if you've already updated to 9.0 or higher, you can just start by putting out the 9.4 update crystal, let it do its thing, and then check your scripts. If the script inventory handler single has a version number, run the 9.3 that's included in your sorters or in the update. If it doesn't have a version number, then you're already done your 9.3 and you're good. Go ahead and res out the 9.4 crystal, box crystal for every sorter, click it, and run it. You shouldn't get any errors. If you do, just ignore them, for the missing ZZ box up, because some people seem to have somehow deleted them out, whatever. Once the 9.4 is done, just check your edit link to check your boxes and make sure it says inventory single, the ZZ box up is in there. If that's good and you go menu, admin, version check, and you don't get back a thing saying you need to update the scripts, your sorter is good. And then from now on, when you get if there's a box script update, the mains prim will be able to tell you that after you've done the most recent main prim update, because I will always put out a main prim update alongside a box script now, because then that'll know that you need a new one. So as long as you follow those steps, you'll be good. So, alrighty, I think that'll be it. If you guys need anything, just let me know, and I'll try to walk it through anybody, try to get you going, because I know it can be confusing with all these updates. I'll help you get it done, but once you get to 9.4, I don't have any other problems. I'm having no problems with the drop and go 5.1. I've tested everything I can on that. If people are still getting problems on that, you have to bring me over so I can look and see if there's a problem with that. But the 5.1 drop and go seems to have no problems that I can detect. So just let me know. Alrighty, that'll do it for my stream on this one. Just let me know if you guys need anything.